for the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And a tropeに付されているので、私たちはそれら忘れて分析します。It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting all the shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Oh, hello everybody. I am Crimson Law, and that is Biggles Mess or something. I don't know. What's my name? Crimson, Lord of the Channels?
Just keep calling yourself Biggles. I don't want to deal with renaming you.
Oh, okay. Well,
or do we do the Shield Hero route and just call you bitch?
Ah, yes. Okay, bitch. Whatever. You are in charge today because we wanted to do something different than what we did on your
and we will
channel.
be live reacting to Boku no Pico tonight.
What? No Pico de Gallo. Not, no. All right. I said, Crimson, if you want us to do something different than we did on Saturday, you come up with what we're doing, and we'll go have some fun and be total fucking retards. And that is what we are best at, being total fucking retards. So, Crimson, what do you got for us today?
So I thought it would be good if we had a reason for everyone to tune in regularly to the Biggles breakdown. We weren't just getting my same old opinions over and over and over again. Do something unique, a little bit different. So we're kind of going to be doing like a best of or worst of in some cases summer recap here. Basically going through and talking a little bit about some of our favorite characters, our favorite moments. I guess who we thought was the best cast. I have a couple of things here, but hopefully because Lil Chad decided his family is more important than us. Can you believe that?
Bastard! How dare he have family? He's supposed to be our dad.
Can you believe that everyone's favorite e-girl in disguise is talking family is better than live streaming with a couple of knuckleheads who you've never met in person?
Yeah, and he's supposed to be best waifu of the year, okay? He already has the award on lockdown.
We're talking some mad shit here, aren't we?
We're retarded. Okay, so okay, go ahead, Crimson. You're in charge.
No, I was about to say, do you want to start from the top with the big one, favorite anime of the summer? And
yeah, let's do it.
Or do you want to start with something small, we start with I don't know, one of the other random ones I came up with, what best world setting or what we thought had the best place that they set their story in, I guess you could say.
You're in charge, Crimson. So if you want to start with best anime of the summer, we already know what I'm going to say. So
yes, you're gonna say that super short villainous anime. I know.
Man, there wasn't a villainous anime in summer. We had a pseudo one though.
Anyway, I guess we'll just take it from the top. We'll start with our favorite anime and why it is our favorite anime. Obviously, this is a topic we've kind of been over. I mean, if you've seen my show, for me, my favorite anime of the summer was Dandadan. I just thought it was a very high effort adaptation. Generally speaking, the characters were done really well. We had the fictionology in September, so I got to go back and rewatch a lot of that. And honestly, this season has encouraged me to kind of reorganize a couple of my my top 10 slots. I ended up putting Nagi in a top 10 in my top 10 characters
of all time.
Yes, of all time.
And and her ass is at number 10, and then her as a character is at number 3.
No.
Together, she's at 1.
And anyway, that's irrelevant. But like, I'm really happy with the way Don turned out. Whether like just across the board when it comes to this anime, like there were a lot of good points across the season. Like if you talk about music, there was a lot of series that had good music. Kaiju number 8 had good music. Don had good music. Ruri Rocks had good music. Animation, again, you can point to a bunch of those with a lot of the same topics. Like there were a lot of well animated series, characters, storytelling, all of that. Generally pretty good. But when it comes particularly to like how something was adapted, I had the least issues, or I should say, I had no issues, and was very impressed with how much effort was put into, in particular, adapting Ruri Rocks, but Dandadan as well. So that's why it ended up being my. I've loved this manga for a while. I really like the way it does things, and I just think that Science Saru has done a very good job with that one.
Well, for Don, it's all about that Beethoven episode. That is the best episode of Don. And if you think otherwise, I don't like you as a person. I can't trust your opinion, don't you?
Beethoven's good, but I mean, the kaiju episodes were also pretty good. If you ask
You
me.
shut your whore mouth, Crimson. No.
The better kaiju show of the season.
Yeah. You know what is my favorite though? The actual better kaiju show of the season.
Wow, so it's Dandadan too?
It's kaiju number 8. Yeah, and you know why? So earlier I said it was Secrets of the Silent Witch because we haven't got my favorite part yet. And in the second half, after we did the first half, I got my Iharu episode where he hits 100, right? And he fucking kicks ass and gets Reno back on track. And then fucking Hoshina putting on the 10 suit, and those two fucking knuckleheads going back and forth yelling at each other, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just do what you do and we'll go fucking kill everybody. And then he's like, you're too late, dude, I already killed them all. Like, fucking step up, number 10. Like, and I love this series so much, and Hoshina is going to be even fucking more badass next time. And while everybody's crying that no season 3 was announced, I do believe, due to how much is left in the manga, that we are going to get a movie to end it. That is my thought. Okay, so Marcel says it's going to be, for him, it's got to be Clevitas.
That's a really good contender, in my opinion, when we're talking about like best anime of the season. Because again, this is another one that was a really good adaptation. But when it comes to that, like there was a certain point where like it could be hit or miss on a couple of elements in a way that some of the other shows weren't. Overall, I really like its storytelling. Insofar as that goes, I think it was probably one of the best stories, if not the best. It's like 1 or 2 for
And
like
that
the
leads-
whole season.
And that leads into one of your other categories, doesn't it?
We'll talk about that later,
Okay.
because that like Clevitas is one that I do want to mention a couple of times as we go down this list. But I do want to like comment. We'll talk a little bit about the anime being thrown out here because we gotta milk it for content, people. Come on, we gotta get to that 1 hour mark at least, because that's about the time where Biggles starts to get like old man mode, like he has to go to bed and everything.
Can we talk about the aura farming this season of fucking Kaiju number 8?
I was going to talk a little bit about that, yeah, because I did want to comment. Like the very last episode, I've said this a couple of times now, but with Kafka in particular, it was really nice that they gave him that like cool moment of like stepping in to save everyone. Like I know I'm stepping out of line here, but I don't care. I'm not going to let people get hurt when I can do something. That's the kind of moment like I felt like he needed more often across the series, of just like doing stuff like that and not following it up with a punchline.
I mean, he did it when he saved Iharu and Reno in season 1, and then when he did the base, and then this was like the only time he did it in season 2, because or he tried to save Isaw, but he didn't get there in time. But he's used for comedic effect because he's that guy who drinks all the time, never didn't achieve his goal, and then because he drinks all the time, like that video you guys made me watch, that kaiju number 8 was a plant. This guy's like, if you train all the time, how can you still have a beer belly? Well, I'll tell you, as someone who did jiu-jitsu for 5 hours a day and drank a fucking bottle of rum a night, and if I wasn't drinking a bottle of rum, I was drinking a 30-pack by myself. You still have that gut if you drink a lot. And if you see Kafka's room in the first episode, he's got a shit ton of beer, like, around the thing and a bunch of food. And that dude eats a bunch of curry. Now, I don't know if curry makes you fat, but Kafka loves his curry. That, like, he talks about it nonstop in, like, other areas of the show, like of the mangas and the spin-offs and the game, which apparently the game actually has a lot of help from the actual writer. So
no, that is one thing. Like there were a lot of things he said in that video that were just kind of dumb, but the video came across my feed and like, I know that if I send this to Biggles, it's gonna rile him up. I gotta send it to him.
Well, that fucking guy was like, and you get a poop joke. The Dookie Duty, that is only in the dub. It's not in the manga. It's not in the sub. It's just the dub.
I was about to say in the manga they refer to it as colon duty, don't they?
Intestine duty.
Intestine duty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one part where I was like, I feel like the dub doesn't help with Kafka's portrayal as much.
Yeah.
Like even in the manga, I wasn't like his hugest fan or anything, but the anime still felt like it was doing him more dirty than it needed to.
Yeah, because they were making a little more jokes in that one, but that's the problem with dubs. The dubs like to throw in punchlines all the time and ruins great character moments.
But yeah, I mean, to talk about the point you were making, like with jiu-jitsu, I work a very physically intense job. I'm a construction worker. I do a lot of heavy lifting and all that kind of stuff. It's not exactly like when it comes to like muscle or anything, I have a problem, but I still gotta lose some weight because when it comes to diet and stuff, that's the bigger part of it. Just being active does not, in and of itself, prevent you from losing weight. It is everything you eat, and I eat terribly. Like I eat a lot of junk food, and I should be more careful about what I eat, but that affects people. So I think it's kind of unfair to do that. There were some other things in there that he started throwing out, like something about magical girls or whatever. I was just like,
I don't know. The dude's retarded. But like he was saying, he's okay. Remember when Kafka calls out and he goes and he rips open the thing and tells them, "Hey, they got this here and their course here." Right? The guy in that video was saying that, "Oh, is defense force stupid now that Kafka got here? Did they not do this before?" And you literally hear on the comms before that them saying, "We're having trouble locating the core. It's not in its normal spot." Why? Because Kaiju number 9's power is manipulating other kaijus and he can rearrange their bodies and all this shit. And I was like, this guy's fucking retarded. I fucking hate you guys for sending me this video. What's up, Arceus? I had the most fun with Clevitas, was excited every week for the next episode, and had a blast while watching it.
Of all of the anime that got like renewed, I'm exceptionally glad that Clevitas was one of the ones that ended up getting renewed, because that one absolutely deserves a second season. It's just that good. Ruri Rocks, I'm kind of sad to see it go, but like one season for that, the whole thing it's really good, and I need to get my hands on some like figures or Blu-rays or something. I need to find something.
We gotta check Good Smile and see if they have Rui or like Nagi or Amari. Or
No. I need Nagi in the maid uniform. Okay. Well, what I actually want is a figure of Nagi in the maid uniform holding the Warhammer. That is what I need.
That would be perfect.
If there is something like that, I don't care how much I am paying. I am buying it.
That's how I feel about like like a Hoshina figure because I was like, oh, $300, no problem. And I just like dropped all my fucking money. I was like, well, got it. Who cares if I don't have money for a couple months? This is what I want to spend all my money on, you know? That's me.
Yeah. So with like the favorite animes and stuff, it really does come down to like just like what was your favorite to watch this season, guys? Like that's really all that matters. It doesn't matter if you think it was the best. What was your favorite to watch? For me personally, it was Dandadan. That's why I rated it so high. With Kaiju number 8, though, to like talk a little bit more about that, like I get why people would like it. It just ends up not really being my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool. I'll continue watching it. Like I'm gonna finish the series out regardless. Mostly just so I can yank your chain a little bit more accurately. But like the fights are cool. Some of the characters are pretty cool. It's just it doesn't really like I don't know scratch the same itch for me as it does for you.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of people here who feel the exact same way about Dandadan though. So it's like
Me.
Yeah.
You know, and Marcel. Say happy birthday. Look, we got someone over on the Rumble side. Greedo317 saying cray cray, which I think is crazy if I remember that one song from my high school days. Do people still say cray cray? I don't know.
I think that's a pretty outdated term.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Most of the terms I know are from like 2004. I finally got to the last episode of Rui Rocks this afternoon, and I now want a spinoff where Nagi becomes a professor and has Indiana Jones adventures. I'd watch the shit out of that.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
That is a good idea. She was on. I laughed so hard when they had. I'm still saying cray cray. Hey, it's okay. I don't know any of the updated terms, you know, so that's good enough for me, you know. But I laughed so hard when they had the Nagi like the naked Nagi
explaining
chibi, yeah, explaining shit. I was like, they made the one explaining shit naked. Like that's so
no,
funny.
I was literally sitting there like, this is the most you're gonna give me? Really? Come on. I'm like sitting here now, like, come on, Blu-ray version, just remove the steam, please. Just remove the steam. That's all you gotta do for me. There was one guy on Twitter, it's an artist I follow. He's sitting there, he's like he posted a gif of someone like praying like the Japanese style, and he's like, please be Blu-ray exclusives, please be Blu-ray exclusives, please be Blu-ray exclusives. I'm just like, this dude is thirsting. But low-key, I'm kind of in the same.
I understand everything, you know. Oh, that's great.
I love that show. I just put up a review of it on Criticless.
Did you now?
Yes. Yes, I'm the only person to have reviewed Ruri Rocks on Criticless so far.
You say that. We'll have to read it. We'll have to read Kirkson's review.
Anyway, that is a good segue, though, into what is our favorite dark horse anime? Like, what is the one that came out of nowhere and absolutely blew you away with how much you liked it? Like, whether you just didn't really know what it was about, or whether it was like something that you expected to like not be that great that turned out to be really fantastic. What anime was that for you guys this season?
I want to say, so I was thinking Clevitus or Silent Witch, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to go with Outcast Restaurant.
Outcast Restaurant.
Yeah, welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. So if you've been following my channel, I have been watching it and reviewing it every week. My 2-minute videos. So there's about 24 minutes plus my review. So there's about like 26 minutes of videos on this show on my channel. And I think it's the best in its genre. Now, it is a kicked out of my party anime, right? And you know how we say all of them are the same. especially like Scooped Up by an S-rank adventurer. We've seen that same exact story told like 6 times in the last 2 years, right? So I am completely over that show. Like I was like, this is generic slop. But this one, everyone has been kicked out of their party, whether it be Henrietta, who is the blonde, Bachel or Bachel, I don't know how to say it, but it's Rachel with a B. So I say Bachel, is the brunette. The girl who was basically sold into slavery, Atelier, and Vivia, the blue-haired boy that they're like, is that a girl? This is the cutest girl ever. I want to keep her. And they're like, I'm a boy. like, oh, right. So it's like he's like cooking, right? And Dennis is this dude. Dennis is this dude that just says, you know what? You fuck with them, I'm kicking your ass. I don't care if you fuck with me, but don't fuck with them, right? And I respect that, and I love how he puts on the paper bag. Like this show can get really dark. Like they tried to touch Henrietta and her no squares, and paper bag Dennis comes out of nowhere and beats the shit out of these guys. And then it shows off its animation in the last 2 things. Like all the other fights, maybe they kind of showed like a couple things, but they really showed off the animation in the last 2 episodes where he fights Vigo. And I just fucking love it. Like, and the food scenes, you're just like, yes, I would fucking eat that. And then you have like the random villagers that are like, yeah, this is awesome. They're like, don't worry, we're here too. And Dennis is like, wait, who are you guys? But the funny thing is, if you actually watch the show, they're like, they don't have details, but there's 2 guys in their outfit that are like always somewhere in the background in the restaurant. So it's really funny that like everybody came together, and they have Palvo the pervert is what I call him, because everybody's like, he's super perverted because he like wanted to buy Atelier. But when you actually watch it, I don't think he's actually perverted. I just think you like really liked Atelier for like because he's creepy. But like when you actually like watch how he behaves, he doesn't seem like an actual pervert. He just seems like he's going to find a way to get better business transactions, and then like really super creepy when it comes to Atelier. But yeah. But he doesn't seem like a pervert. And it's like everybody says he's a pervert, but you don't actually see it. Like him being like super creepy. Like he's respectful but a creep. Yeah, right? Right? And like there's way worse perverts in this fucking thing. Like even he discussed what a creepy ass ugly bastard. I know, but he's like but he doesn't like. He is, but not right. Yeah, he is, but he's not right. So he's not what the first episode made him out to be. Go ahead, Crimson. You're up.
Sorry, I just had to clear my throat there. No, I was just gonna say I'm probably gonna have to add that one to like the catch up this next season. There are a bunch of shows that I'm considering just like watching to get caught up on, because I don't know how many of the anime that are like on the list now are gonna survive past the first couple of weeks. Either way, when it comes to Dark Horse, there were a lot of them this season that were way better than what I thought they would be. There was Ugly Mug, there was Betrothed, My Sister's Ex, the Secrets of the Silent Witch. But really the 2 that come to mind the most would be Clevitas and Ruri Rocks. And I think in this case, I would have to give it to Clevitas, because at least with Ruri Rocks, I was kind of looking forward to it and was like very happy to receive a high effort adaptation for that. But in terms of like which one caught me the most off guard, it would easily be Clevitas, because this is one where I like remember specifically saying, I don't know what this is. Perhaps I'll just skip it. I'm not really looking forward to it. And then kind of just went into it because some people were like, maybe you should try it. And it turned out to be like one of the best anime of the season, like top 3. From like world building to just like a couple of the characters in there were fantastic. It really benefited from just the writing of Clevitas himself. I mean, on
Mhm.
one hand, you have this like inhuman monster who is like out to toy with humanity and like entertain himself basically. But at the same time, you get these really interesting moments where like he has like these like deeply respectable human elements. Like when Alicia is like sitting there like being conflicted over whether or not she like is a hero. He basically just like says like why would you stop being a hero now if you were a hero? Like if that is the path you want to choose, you should walk it with um basically walk it with pride. And then also saying that you should not engage Drell because that is what your father asked of you. You should respect that. And then, like, again at the end of the season, where, like, with Luna, instead of just handing the baby over, he sets Luna down and lets him walk back to his mother, saying, like, the king should return on his own 2 feet. There
Mhm.
were a lot of really cool moments like that with Clevitas that I thought like made that character very intriguing, and just much more interesting. Alicia herself wasn't as good, but still had some pretty good moments throughout there, especially as you get closer to the end. I like the way they did a lot of the things with like the power system in this, how you sort of are like led to believe magic is one thing and then it turns out to be another. My face is really fucking bright. Let's try and fix that. There we go. It's like reflecting off of me.
You got to get a better white balance, dude. Got to change your white balance.
I could probably let's do something like that.
Sure, that works too.
It's all from my laptop. I can just go like this. Here, hold on. There we go. That's a little bit
Boom.
better. I look
Boom.
like I'm in Mexico now. Anyway, Clevitas was just all around a really good anime. It didn't really compete with some of the ones that I've like been like longtime favorites of mine, like Don and My Dress Up Darling.
Mhm.
But as a like a new anime for the season, easily the best new anime in my opinion. Like just all around such a great show.
Silent Witch.
Silent Witch is good, but I think
So good.
Clevitas is still like much better just for like the overall kind of fantasy that I like to see. Clevitas did the things that I really enjoy out of fantasy more than Secrets of the Silent Witch did.
Yeah, there wasn't enough behavior that happens in Berserk in Silent Witch.
That ain't why I like Clevitas, okay, man.
Poor Delaru, you know.
It takes on a more like classic fantasy kind of series.
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, like I don't know. I feel like the show got an interesting rating on Mal. Like, if I remember correctly, it was like
let me look at it.
it went up. It's a 7.9 right now.
And Silent Witch is 8.4. There we go. It's settled it. Yeah, 7.9. Clevitas is pretty good. But
I feel like that should be like a mid-8, to be entirely honest. Like that's how good I feel like Clevitas is.
Yeah, and I think Silent Witch should be a 9, you know. Clevitas felt much more fleshed out from a world perspective. So I tried both Silent Witch and Clevitas. Sorry, Biggles, but I like Clevitas more. They're not my favorite, but I'm only 2 episodes in. Arceus, I never respect your opinions when it comes to anime, okay? I've heard you say stuff, and I just wanted to bash my head against the wall, okay? And
Biggles, I've heard you say stuff, and I literally almost facepalmed my own brains out.
Hey, you need to facepalm your own brains out, okay?
Our Apothecary Diaries discussion from last season was
hey, okay, I missed it because I have to read the subs and I can't always see shit. So I thought maybe there was another sister. Absolutely. I really like Silent Witch, but Clevitas is a superior show. You guys are crazy. You guys are fucking crazy.
Here's the thing I will give credit to the Silent Witch for. It takes a very like overused, I would say, generic trope of like, oh, we're gonna do magic in school and all that kind of stuff. And it does it in a way that actually like made me forget my distaste for that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much more focused specifically on the characters and doing them well, having interesting personalities that like I was actually able to, get away from the parts that I thought were less than, or the parts of the trope that I thought were less than favorable.
Mm-hmm. Well, like the last episode, like that last episode for me, where they dress her up as a squirrel. Man, like, come on, how can you not put that as top tier? You know, that's why she gets a Monica award. That's why we're making a whole award just for her.
Yeah, it's a great example of like a really excellent like wholesome anime or like light anime. There are some like I always find myself going back to comparing anime or just art in general to food. I guess I really am a fat ass. Yeah, I do love food. Okay. But like sometimes there are just shows where like they're hard to digest, like Taco P's Original Sin.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you can only take so much of Taco P's Original Sin before you're done. But it is objectively a very, very good show. It's hard to watch at times. The dub of the
we specifically told you not to watch it.
yeah,
This is why your opinion does. We tell you, hey, make sure you watch this in dub, or make sure you watch it in sub because the dub is not good. And you're like, man, I watched it in dub, and I agree, Clementess is better. You know,
to be fair, he may have just tried it to see if like how bad it actually was. He might have done it just for the comparison. Yeah. That's what I was saying. So it's not like he specifically went to it. He might have just heard us say it and been like, all right, I need to see how bad this actually is.
Like the dub isn't even that bad. It's just Monica isn't done right.
Monica's voice is wrong in that. It's so wrong. And the only reason I ever touched the dub of it was because they happened to drop it and start doing like a same day dub for it, I think.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And the sub episode didn't come out the like third or fourth week. And I watched it. I'm like, this feels so wrong.
I literally watch the dub when I need to like catch up and I have work to do. So I'll just have it on like listening to it. And I'm just like, yeah, I miss my little Monica making all her weird noises.
Yes. So yeah, back to what I was saying, like the Silent Witch is a really great like light anime, one that it doesn't really require a lot of you to watch. Like you can very easily go from episode to episode. It's a great show. It doesn't like bog you down with a bunch of like deep topics or depression or anything. And there's a lot of good comedy to it, especially with like, just Monica noises.
I know, right?
I don't think it falls off in the second half. A lot of people complain that they don't like the resolution to the whole thing, but that's different than it falling off in the second half.
That's a lot of people that don't like the ending. For let's say someone doesn't get with a person that they only talk to 3 fucking times in the rest of the series, and they're like, "But I needed this relationship because it would have made everything better." Like, dude, stop! If you want to complain about bad writing and then you fucking complain that they didn't do bad writing at the end, let's go. Come on. That wasn't directed towards you, Crimson, but yeah. But no, I got everything I wanted in the first 3 episodes. They were like, "Boom, kill that bitch," and I was like, "Yeah, let's go," and because I'm fucked up, so, yeah.
Anyway, we're about to open a whole ass can of worms here with this next category. So, what was the biggest flop for you of the season. What was the most disappointing anime you watched?
So I'm going to go back to a certain comment here by Marcel, if I can find it. So it has Clevites in here, but other than that, Apocalypse Bringer Vic Mignogna, as Tripson calls it.
I love that is kind of caught on in here because I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just like Vic Mignogna. Apocalypse Bringer Vic Mignogna.
Yes. Because, he is Broly, so he could bring along the apocalypse if he wanted to at any time. Right?
Well, that's why I used the Broly clip in that. Is just like, do you, Kakarot, how much do you love your son?
So I was so excited for this. Do you remember me saying it's about an RTS, man? RTS is my favorite, right? I was so excited. And then I fucking started watching it and I was like, man, this show sucks. Like, I was so upset. This is my biggest flop, right? It has a 6.7 here on my anime list. I give it a 3, okay? This was so disappointing. I fucking hated it so much. Summer Pockets was devastating. What do you mean devastating? I guess I didn't watch the summer half of it. I only watched the first part of it. I'm only 12 episodes in.
I dropped it in the spring season, so I wouldn't know. He was saying something about it Saturday I forget exactly what he said then, but he didn't have a very good review of it when we were talking about it.
Did you drop it before the pirate girl? Well, the girl who had the pirate thing in her hair?
I got to the point where they like rode a luggage bag down a hill.
Oh yeah. So that's
like
that
4
girl.
episodes in.
Yeah.
And then
it's so weird. That show was so weird, but I still want to finish it for some reason. Maybe I'm retarded. I don't know. We already know I am. Yeah, but Apocalypse Bringer Vic Mignogna is that's the biggest fault for me. I was so excited. It kind of sucked ass, and I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Like, after one episode of Scooped Up by an S-rank adventure, I was like, oh, this is fucking. We were all like, this is the first thing we see all the time. First and third girl were awesome, and then it went a very different direction. I believe there's a Summer Pockets game where it's all about like getting your waifus. But yeah, for me, it's this one. I was so excited, and it was. I dropped it. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Maybe I'll try to finish it if there's a dub. Even though I've been complaining about dubs recently, even though I've always been like, I fucking hate subs because I can't read. I'm illiterate. I'm dyslexic, and I'm like, man, we need to. I'm like, okay, gotta learn Japanese so I can understand what they're saying, And now I'm like, hey, I know that word. I know that word. I know that word. I know that word. I'm like, okay.
As for me, I can't really say that Apocalypse Bringer Vic Mignogna would be my biggest flop because I already expected to hate that one. Same with Scooped Up by an S-rank adventurer and like Night of the Living Cat. I was only watching because it was fucking ridiculous, and then it kind of wore through its gimmick. The one that really disappointed me the most over this whole season was Cultural Exchange with the Game Center girl. And it is specifically because, like, there were a lot of good things about it, but like the one core element that you were using, like this sort of like romantic relationship between Lily and Renji, was just like, okay, we keep driving this home. Can we just kind of like move on from this? Like, just quietly move on from it and just don't touch it. That's how they end the season. Well, they go into like that whole confession thing, and then they get interrupted and leave it ambiguous. I'm just like,
thank God it got interrupted.
Yes,
I like how the dad was like, "What are your feelings towards my daughter?" And he's like, "Well, I don't like dislike her. Like, at least he's like, I'm trying to be like nice, like."
I thought this was going to be like a cute little entertaining anime about like this chick who was like going into this game center and like, making friends and everything with some of the people who are there and learning to like get used to a new country. Well, that isn't really what we ended up getting. Like the whole like culture shock thing goes away very fast and it transitions much more into like this sort of like competing for this college dude's attention. Meanwhile, Best Girl is like right there the whole time and he doesn't seem to realize it. So like that's the one that I felt like ended up being the biggest flop because I actually had expectations for it. But then it really just kind of disappointed me.
Well, I cared more about like when Best Girl wasn't on there. I cared more about what the other middle schoolers were doing, like Kage and the student council president. I don't know her name.
But class pres always works.
Yeah, the class president was so funny because like anytime they're like, let's go play a game, she's like, let's go play the quiz game. Like I want to do more school stuff games. Like let's go. And then it's like she's just like the funny one. She's like, I always show up too late to talk to them when they seem down. Like because she does all the inner monologues in her head. So like between Best Girl, the kendo chick as we call her, and then student president, I was laughing my ass off. So for me, I'm really good at ignoring all and every romance and stuff because I really don't care. Like that's why when people are like, you need to watch this romance anime, and I'm like, no, right? But you guys made me watch Dangers in My Heart, and I was sick, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll watch it. And I was like, damn, this is really good. Like this little, like the emo kid, like what's his fucking name again?
Ichikawa.
Yeah. He in the first episode, I was like, is he going to kill this chick? Like you're listening to him, and I was like, is he going to murder her? Like, and then I was like, oh wait, it's a love story.
That would have been pretty fucked up if the whole time he was plotting to kill her, but no.
He was planning to kill her, and then he fell in love with her. So he's like, I don't know what to do, because that first like episode, he was like talking about like I thought he was going to murder her,
and then he walks in on her, and she's like acting like she's borderline retarded.
Oh Yamada.
Which I mean doesn't really change much, but you do get to know that she is just kind of dumb like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what this is.
What really disappointed me was Fromage Kitchen. I really like gourmet anime and haven't seen a bad one before and was expecting to love it. Then I hated every character right from the start. So Fromage Kitchen is a cooking anime that was like all kind of like based on mathematics. I think it was an isekai, like a cooking isekai, but it was kind of like based around mathematics if I understand this. I didn't watch it, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I see it here. Okay.
Yeah, I dodged this one because it didn't seem like it was going to be up my alley. Gourmet anime aren't usually my like big thing.
I don't even like the art style. It kind of reminds me of High School DxD season 4, and I like just the faces on how they look, and I fucking hated that. That was like an abomination.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? I'm trying to remember the only one that I've enjoyed so far. What was the one from, I believe it was spring, it was the college girls who were like
Food for Soul.
Food for the Soul, that was the one. Yeah, I enjoyed Food for the Soul.
I have to finish that. I'm 6 episodes in.
It's entertaining.
I was like, please make a dub, and there's still no dub, so I gotta finish it.
But yeah, I mean, that one, yeah, it's kind of rough going in, like hoping to like something and then not getting what you wanted out of it. But like I said, for me, it's easily cultural exchange with the Game Center girl. Could have been so much better.
Did you finish Hotel Inhuman?
I never watched it.
You never watched it? Okay, so if you're okay with episodics, like episodes where they're just kind of like episodes and they're introducing like new killers because they're hotel concierge. It ends with a 4-parter, and I thought those parts were really cool. And there was a character who talks like Togepi. They're like, P, at like the end when they're talking to like Sarah P, and then like this like P like, and her name is like tomato in her, whatever language she's from, like her or apple, but where they're from, like apple is called or a tomato is called a love apple or something like that, and that's like a key important part to one of the episodes. And there's like characters I really like, and then you're like, no, they're dead. I like them. Like, why are they dead? And then it's a whole new characters. So I liked it. Didn't expect it, and I watched 3 episodes at a time. So I'd like watch 3 episodes, wait 3 weeks, watch 3 episodes, and then I thought there was only 12 episodes, and then it was a 4-parter, so I ended up watching 4 instead of 3.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't killing the protagonists. They're not the protagonists. They're just side characters that they base those episodes on how they work with them. It's all about Ikaru or whatever Ikuro. Oh, like how he's working at the thing. So he's not the protagonist, and he's
All
the
right.
only one who dies. Well, the other guy dies of so 2 die. Or 3 die. 1 dies of an illness, but she said she was going to die when she came in. And all she wanted was them to make her soup. While Sarah kills like all these fucking people that try to attack them.
Okay, so let's move on to the next category. How do you feel about best character of the season?
Well, Hoshina's in this season, so Hoshina. But I want to say
Vice Captain Hoshina, huh?
Yeah, I want to say Monica, but Hoshina is in the season. So Vice Captain Hoshina, especially because I love the dynamic between him and number 10. It's fantastic.
Now there are a lot of good characters this season. And one character was actually in my is in my top 10 characters who was out this season. However, the good parts that like make me really love him haven't come yet in the anime. So I can't include Okarun because he hasn't really fully gone through the art, like all of the stuff that like made me like him as a character, that made him like one of my top 10.
Can I guess who it's going to be though?
Who?
Is it going to be Azusaga from Rascal? Is it going to be Rascal?
He's good too. Like this season had a lot of really good characters.
Is it Kafka? No, I'm just kidding.
But there are 3 that it comes down to, and it's really hard for me to pick one. I've mentioned him already, Clevitas, because I thought he was really well done. Then there was Shigeru from Ugly Mug Epic Fighter.
Oh yeah, I would put Seika.
And now I'm blanking on the third one that I had.
Nico Mikadono.
Why am I blanking on this? I just had it in my mind, and then I got this.
Is it Boxo?
It is not Bach. Oh, the last one was Nagi.
Yeah.
But we'll save that for when we get to best waifu. So really, who I would say is like my like favorite character of the season would be Clevitas.
I thought it would be Rascal.
Look, Asusagawa is a real one. Like I respect his dedication to his woman,
Dude,
especially after season 1, where he's just like all of the abuse she hurls at him, he just takes as a reward. Like, yes, I would actually enjoy that.
Thank you for stepping on my feet. He's probably one of the best protagonists in anime, and he's just like, I just really love my most beautiful girl in the world. Girlfriend, the most beautiful girl in the universe, girlfriend, and it just keeps going higher and higher, like farther. Like, I'm like, dude, I love it. And then they're always like, "You're such a rascal." Like,
no, Asusagawa is great, but I've already mentioned a lot of the reasons why I like Clevitas. I think he's a very intriguing character, and one of the core reasons why that anime works so very well. Like just both sides of him, like the beast side of it, like you just have like this really badass monster, and at the same time, and like human form, he's much more human and likable than you would expect from a monster who's just sort of out there trying to figure out whether or not he wants to end humanity. So yeah, I mean, it's there are a lot of good ones this season. But I think it would ultimately come down to specifically the three that I mentioned, and probably in order it would be Clevitas, Nagi, and then Shigeru.
Mine would be Hoshina. So like Hoshina, besides the interaction with him and Ten, right? His sense of responsibility is like really high up there. He takes responsibility for everyone else. He's like, listen, Kafka, like if you keep transforming, you might never turn back into a human. So leave number 9 to me. I'll kill number 9. It is my job to kill number 9. And you know what? Just wait. Just wait with what he does. All right. The man is a fucking monster. And like earlier, he's like, man, that guy scares the crap out of me when he's talking about number 10. And he's just like, yeah, I gotta like, but we gotta do it. This is how we get intel. And like, if I can get him to work with me, we'll be super strong, right? Mashiro, dude, that she's so fucking crazy.
She really is, and Monica's a really like sweet character. I love her too. Like, but she's already getting her own award category for the end of the year. So that in and of itself, just
she wins the Monica Award.
Monica is Monica. So Monica wins the Monica Award, okay?
We loved her so much that we gave a category called the Monica Award. And any character that gets nominated gets to win because Monica would want to share with them, Especially our little girl who throws the stick for 1 damage.
Jeremy Turner says Marion is top of all time, but not during the part of the story this season covered.
Yeah,
that's respectable.
Yeah, I'll take Mai over Marin any day.
You're into those abusive girls, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, what? Okay. I mean, my ex stabbed me.
Nice. Well, on that note, let's transition into best waifu.
Best waifu.
Yes, best waifu this season, and I mean there were quite a few good ones.
The queen of Dami Mommies, Goa.
All right, hit us with your reason, man. Why do you love Goa so much?
Why wouldn't you love Goa? Okay, she's like, I am going to make you my dog. She's got insecurities out there. Like crazy insecurities. And she's got them anime titties.
I understand why you and Lethal are friends now. It makes so much sense.
Dude, Lethal's awesome. Okay. We need to do more retards with cards, but I don't have any new cards till the Kaiju number 8 cards come out.
The other day I got into a gooning war with him in our Twitter DMs. I sent him an image that said like it was making fun of dudes who like bad chicks. He's like, nah, and we basically just started spamming each other out of our fan art collection.
And he probably had a bunch of Misato, huh? That he was dropping.
Revi, Misato, Makima.
Yeah.
There were a lot of those in there.
Sounds like my friend Lethal, what did I do? I did nothing wrong, okay? Goa, okay? And then I know this sounds wrong for this category, but little Goa was adorable, which adds to bigger Goa because that's like her subconscious, So I love Goa. Oh, hell, Goa.
I think the answer for me is pretty clear.
Little Chad. It's Little Chad.
It is not Little Chad. It's Nagi Arato from Ruri Rocks. Because just all around, I think she is a fantastically written character. I mean, I don't even need to get into like all of the assets, the jiggle physics and everything. Nagi is just superb waifu material. But
The
like on
patriarchal
that note, it's like she's a very good person at heart. Like she's kind, patient, willing to like actually like help people challenge themselves and push them to grow. She's like understanding, just a great person all around. And I'm just sitting here like, would she got? Oh, best of all, the final shot from Ruri Rocks proves that Nagi isn't just thick; she is crush a watermelon between those thighs, kinds of thick. So bonus points, like
well, the
she's
last
just
shot of Rui
absolutely
Rocks was
fantastic.
Rui.
I mean, the fashion show episode, the one where they go searching for sapphires, or she puts her hair up, just like.
If I was a younger man, I'd say Miko Mikadona, but I am not a younger man, so I will stick with Goa and her giant titties.
So yeah, Goa is quintessential anime girl. Nagi is peak naturally possible.
I mean, there's no wrong answer here because both girls are best girls, you know?
I was about to say, if you just leave it at that, I was about to say a wrong answer probably would have been something like a Lily.
Who?
Game Center girl.
Oh. That's I didn't even remember her name.
Yeah. Anyway, no, there were plenty of good waifus this season. I mean, I like Mai. She's great too, but I'm not really into the abuse. So
that's why you don't like Goa. You're missing out, Crimson.
yeah, I like to be loved and cherished by a woman. You know.
Rachel's part of her head's cut off, but she's right above me.
So that kind of like we can transition a little bit into the next character category.
Best female.
Most hated character.
The cock blocking bitches. I mean, like
the gaggle of girlfriends from New Saga, huh?
Yeah, the gaggle of cock blocking bitches. I wanted to say it was the kid with the glasses in Togepi, but that's like an easy shot, you know. He was a loser. He deserved everything he got.
I don't think any of the kids in there really deserved everything they went through. But as far from for me, I feel like most hated character is kind of a rough category.
There's
like
also
at one
your
point,
favorite character.
at one point, it would have been Bernie from Silent Witch.
Bernie, and
Yeah.
then he had his redemption arc.
And then he had a few good moments. I still think he's a fucking douchebag, so I may just end up going with him anyway. But I think. See here what we got. Let me pull up my my list again from last season.
Yeah, but it had to be the cock blocking bitches because Theron just needed some demon pussy, and they're like, no, you cannot have it, even though she offered. Like, bastards.
Who do I hate? Who do I hate?
Kyle could also be put on that list because the femboy was like, I want to bang your sword.
I got it.
With you. All right, who is it?
It's Boxo.
Boxo? It's not poor Boxo.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna go with Bernie because he's the one who really stuck out in my mind the most. Actually, no. Fuck that. I remember now. Shiki from Togen Anki. Shiki is my most hated character. I hate this motherfucker so much, I erased him from my memory. That dude pissed me off. Like the first episode, oh, wow, okay, really cool. And then everything after that was like, fuck this dude. I hated him so goddamn much. Like he was just like unnecessarily fucking stupid the whole time through. I say the whole time through, but I watched like 4 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And like him trying to constantly pick fights with everyone was just like driving me crazy. He was quite literally a shit version of Naruto.
Now, I have a question for you. Did we get rid of biggest douchebag?
That's kind of the same category.
All right, can I add a character to this?
Go ahead.
All right. I am going to add flirts or flirt skirt flipper from See You Tomorrow at the Food Court. Because that guy, fuck him. He's like, first he goes and tells his girlfriend, generic Wada, that he likes her because she looks like Wada. And then he goes and sees Wada and it's like walks him home and then flirts with Wada the whole time. And then shows back up with his girlfriend and they're like, fuck you, dude. So yeah, I want to put him on there. Fuck him. Fuck the skirt flipper. I keep trying to say flirt skipper.
Flirt skipper.
like,
Biggles, we call those rapists.
no.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, the blonde Momotaro from Togenanki, you could find a photo of him next to the word scum in the dictionary. Interesting.
They're talking about Gigi. Douchebag was the head of the Silver Wings. So Vigo isn't really a douchebag as much as he is a fucking psychopath and a sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like,
yeah. If we're doing douchebags, I would go with Bernie again. Like that dude's a fucking douchebag.
yeah,
Fuck him.
yeah.
But like most hated character,
man.
Shiki from Togenanki. That dude can fuck right off.
Vigo getting his ass kicked is terrific.
I think we're pretty well concluded with that one. How about the best antagonist? Who was your favorite antagonist for the season?
Antagonist. So that's like the bad guy, right?
Yes, that is the villain. Because for me, I can answer this easy.
Go for
General Drell.
Oh, that's a really good one, actually. That's a really good one.
General Drell had like the presence about him of like a really good villain. He had a good story as to why he got to where he was. Like everything like sets him up as this like major powerhouse, and it really pays off very well with Alicia, facing him in the final few episodes. He's just like all around a fantastic villain, and another part of that series that it just absolutely needed to succeed.
All right. I am probably going to have to agree with you. Just because I don't think like maybe Vigo from Outcast Restaurant, just to like have a different one than you. Because that dude's fucking nuts, man. He fucking killed a dog, okay? You know how much I hate people who kill dogs, okay? And I'm so glad Dennis kicks his ass. The whole reason why Dennis gets kicked out of the party in the first place, I was going to say Marin's mind as a joke, but I like that this is like the same thought I was going to say. Like his whole the whole reason why he kicked Dennis out of the party was so he could get Katie, the redhead, because he wanted her as like his own little trophy. So like, and then like he sets up and burns down, like has Dennis's restaurant burned down. He does like a bunch of evil shit. Like he helps conspire to like take over the country, right? So well, he's not as dominant of a presence as Drell. He is like probably the next best antagonist on the this year. Another good one would probably be the actual antagonist of Rebirth, but I don't want to say who that is because I want people to watch it and not get spoiled to the thing that makes it really good.
Yeah, that's a good one, but I still think like Drell takes the cake for
Oh
me.
yeah. Drell is probably the best one.
Hmm. I guess the next one on here, we did best antagonist, yeah. So we have a
Mhm.
couple of like minor things we can go through, like
Best Monica.
best best Monica. Well, that would be Monica.
Monica. I
Hmm.
choose Monica. Psych is the second
Hmm.
best Monica.
Seika, yeah, actually, that is true. So how about like as far as like just a world that the series was set in? Like, what was your favorite series for like world building? I should say.
I kind of really like Gotcha Achika or Gotcha Jashasha, right?
Achiakita.
Because they're like the upper world and the world below, and there's trash and all that. But I'm actually going to say Rascal Doesn't Dream series.
Mm.
And the reason why I say this is because this one is a totally different timeline than the first one. And puberty system or system, what syndrome? Puberty syndrome like changes the world and it can change how people see stuff. And I just think it's really cool. Like the whole premise is only him and that girl who could see through him could see miniskirt Santa, right? And then we find out that the dude that's been trying to get girls this whole time with Rascal is actually like very important to the story. And I so I know we spoil it all the time, but we're not doing a breakdown where we talk about every episode. So I don't want to spoil it because I think that's important. But
Mhm.
it was so good that I really liked how that world was.
Hmm. I really like the World of New Saga. Probably the best thing about this series.
And
It
then
was interesting, but again, I would still pick Clevitas's world because there's just something very intriguing about that. It's one of the things that like I really love about that series. I don't know why you would hate Rudo after this episode. I
because he
think
beat the crap out of a girl who was only in panties and a coat.
based. Women don't have rights. What are you talking about?
uh,
Anyway. So Clevitas's world, like the way it sets up magic to be like I don't know, this like far off, newly developed thing, and then shows you later that it's not true. Um um Absolutely, we just gushed about that already. Yeah. Well, sorry, but like I'm doing repeats because there are some I just like.
it's
Like
all he cares about.
I think the pick of Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny of Santa Claus is a good one. Is like an interesting one. It certainly spices things up, and I can see the point. But like I just there's something about the way Clevitas's world sets up like this sort of like sense of adventure and mystery that plays so well into everything that it does.
But
So
can you
if
get
I had to
Schrodinger's
if I
cat?
had to exclude Clevitas, I would then go with something like Dandadan. If I had to choose specifically like a new anime that came out this season. Hmm.
He didn't waterboard her. uh,
If I had to choose a new one this season that had a really good world, I would actually either give it to Call of the well, no, Call of the Night isn't new.
it's just
Probably Lord of the Mysteries then. Lord of the Mysteries had a really good world.
I still haven't watched that one. You guys kind of told me it was all over the place, and I was like, yeah,
If
I
you
don't.
struggled with the Apothecary Diaries, you would struggle with this one. Trust me.
Nice.
It's a rough watch for a little while.
Well, I'm probably not going to watch it. After My Hero X, I'm kind of okay with not watching any of the Chinese ones anymore.
I'm not at that point, but I do feel like a lot of people,
I'm
a lot
trying
of
to read
people
it.
overhype them. I
Trying
feel
to
like.
read it. Well, To Be Hero X or whatever. Have I been still calling it My Hero X? To Be Hero X has some really cool story elements, but they're like, all right, here's a character I don't give a shit about. Here's a character I don't give a shit about. Here's a character I don't give a shit about. Here's a character I barely give a shit about. Here's the worst character in all of fucking anime.
Little Johnny.
It's like, this character's cool and has like one of the best fights. Actually, she was 3 before that, but whatever. But I really don't care about anything she does. Then I was like, all right, we got Nice back. Or no, we got Dragon Boy or whatever. I was like, don't like this dude. And then I was like, oh, we got Nice back. Oh, it explains why he killed himself. And then we got to X, who was like the coolest one out of all of them, besides Ling Lee. So I was like, all right, whatever. I don't really care about it.
Yeah, no, it would be
by Chris. And because we got the dog who was voiced by Chris, I was like, all right, cool, he's awesome, you know? But like, it was a whole bunch of shit I did not give a fuck about.
Yeah, if I had to say like best world, I'm kind of with Marcel. It would be Clevitas or Lord of the Mysteries. Benora, I don't give a shit about that series. So
no, it was bad. I gave up on it.
But like I said, if we're talking like just to spice things up, I'll say Lord of the Mysteries probably had like the coolest world.
Sweet.
How about best music? Because this is something that got on my mind from some of the other private chats we're in. And I wanted to see how everyone felt, because I feel like there are a couple of series that had really good soundtracks this season.
All right. So do we mean music during the show or like with EPs and outros?
All music included. So inside the show, intro and outro.
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8. Interesting.
So
I do like a lot of the soundtrack for that one.
So intro and outro are both written by fans of the series, written specifically for that go into what is happening in this season. So like, You Can't Hide From Yourself, which is the intro, is about Kafka fighting the kaiju in the beginning of the season, where he's like, I have to stop, otherwise I'll kill one of my friends again. Or like, I almost killed Kikaru's dad in front of Kikaru, right? And then Beautiful Colors is basically about you know how they all have their own colors as they're playing, and they're all different people. So that's basically how it goes into it. And then the music, while they're fighting, like Kafka's theme is fucking hyped, man. When Kafka goes at the very end with the cliffhanger that pissed off everybody else, you hear Kafka's theme, and you're just like, it's about to get real, and then everybody's like, there's no more fucking episodes. Like, so yeah, I love the music in Kaiju number 8. I really like I love the intro from See You Tomorrow at the Food Court, and the outro is a lot of fun too. I really like the music in Silent Witch. Da 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 da. like, man, there's so much good music this season. But I'll let you go.
I agree. There are a lot of good, there's a lot of good music, that came out this season. I mean, I'm going to exclude Dandadan because I feel like it's just like way too easy for me to say Dandadan with the Hayashi performance
and the Beethoven. Yep.
Yeah. And I want to spice it up. So I'm going to say something that we haven't talked about. Actually.
So while he's looking that up, so last season there was this anime called Classic Stars, where all the characters were like named after like famous musicians or whatever. And outside of the first 5 minutes where they like make their own song to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, the rest of it sucked ass. But that intro where they made their own song to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony was fucking awesome.
In the sake of spicing it up, I'm going to agree with Marcel. I think Call of the Night had some really fantastic music this season. Ruri Rocks would be like Don and Ruri Rocks are the first two that come to mind because I feel like their soundtracks do a whole lot for the shows. But like Call of the Night has a lot of like good stuff that I just sort of like vibe with. Like I know there was some shitting on Mirage, the intro, because it just wasn't like the original. But like I really like that song, and just like generally having like Creepy Nuts do a lot of the music for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has a really good vibe to it.
So I don't remember any of the music from that, and I stopped after like 3 episodes or 2 episodes. I was like, man, this show sucks.
Seriously, you didn't even get to the best part of season 2?
Of Night of the Living Cat,
Call of the Night.
I finished Call of the Night, but I was saying I don't remember any of the music for Living Cat.
I never said anything about Night of the Living Cat.
Oh, what am I smoking then? Oh yeah, Call of the Night has good music. I'm sorry. No, I finished Call of the Night like right before I went on with you. Sorry.
I really hope I didn't say Night of the Living Cat because it was Call of the
Listen,
Night.
it said Call of the Night. I saw Night and I thought Night of the Living Cat. Okay. Sorry.
No, I think that like when it comes to like music, Call of the Night is a really good entry. Ruri Rocks, this is the one that like actually like sort of inspired this being added on here. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so a lot of times when the intro's on, I listen to the intro, but I'm not watching it.
Same. I'm
Uh,
actually usually doing something else specifically because I just want to listen to the intro and it's my chance to look away from a subbed anime
mhm.
to do something. So like intros are always cool. But like back to what I was saying about like particularly Rurex. Like obviously I absolutely love the soundtrack for Down and I've talked about it so much fucking tonight that I'm skipping it. Ruri Rocks again, I've talked about it a lot, but like its soundtrack really makes some of the more like boring, uneventful scenes that much more impactful because you get that like soundtrack to sort of like emphasize everything that's going on.
Mhm.
Plus, I actually like its intro. But with Call of the Night, like you got Creepy Nuts. They set a really good vibe for that series. Even though I'm not like the biggest Creepy Nuts fan, I think they do a really good job of setting the vibe for that whole show.
I get tired of their stuff after like 3 listens.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Muffler Tape might hang you for that one.
Now let them try. Let
All
them
right.
try.
So this brings us to the last one of the night, and then I guess we could like finish it off with just some like normal banter or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think you and I might end up having the exact same answer for this.
The summer
So-
October died. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so the category is called Best Cast. And what I mean by this is what character was made great by the voice actor chosen for them?
Oh, Monica.
Monica. Monica. Like without the Japanese voice actress that they went with, Monica would not have been as good. But the fact that like she just fits the personality so perfectly and it just like makes the character that much better.
I was actually talking to the English voice actress for her today, like on Twitter a couple times, and she was like, "Make sure you vote for Monica for best girl." And I was like, "I spent 10 minutes finding Monica because it's alphabetical order, and I had to scroll for like 20 minutes, but I picked Monica." Like, but yeah, Monica, it's the dub voice actress for Monica. I mean sub. Sorry, because as much as I like the dub voice actress and like her other stuff, she's nowhere close with this Monica because she sounds way too confident and she doesn't have the funny Monica noises.
The voice actor for Ruri from Ruri Rocks is also another one that I think makes the character that much better, but it's nowhere near the same as like Monica.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's just a fantastic character because of who was chosen for her. Well, not just because, but she's made a much better character because of that. Her writing would still hold up; she'd still be good. It's just that the way they decided to cast her was. So with that said, that's all of the categories I have on here. So I guess we can kind of round it out with a little bit of banter here because
let's do another one called Best Cast, but not casting of the character, but of cast of the ensemble of the characters on there.
oh, like who has the best collection of characters?
Yeah.
Interesting. That is a very, very interesting indeed. Fragrant flower blooms with dignity.
So tell me about this one because I don't know shit about it.
So it is a very like wholesome, easy to watch romance anime, and yeah, you wouldn't like it. It's all people just being like really good friends, you know.
Oh, sounds awful.
But there's no child abuse. There's no killing each other. There's no like ripping kaiju to pieces or anything. Mashiro's voice actress was actually, now that you mention it, I do really like how they how she performed over the season.
Now,
but I would say Fragrant Flower blooms with dignity, just because all of those characters, regardless of like how like they behave towards each other at the end, like by the end of every episode, like they were able to like manage whatever problems they had. I really liked the characters and the way they interacted throughout that show. Like Rintaro and Kaoruko as the main characters and like their whole dynamic, that was great. But just like the support that they get from their friends and the way they're able to, you know, work through a lot of the problems and like sort out the bad blood between their schools and sort of like merge their two friend groups together. I thought it was great, especially when you get to like Rintaro's parents, and it's just like, you know, Mom of the Year award right there. Mom and Dad of the Year award right there.
Now, is this Mashiro from Detectives or?
Yes.
Okay.
Mashiro from Detectives these days are crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, for best cat, I kind of want to agree here, but I'm going to shake it up a bit. Dealing with the Mikadona sisters is a breeze. Because we got Nico, who is best girl. Okay, I know I picked Goa for waifu, but
she's best girl, absolutely the best girl.
There's
nothing better. The best.
Then we have.
It would be me, but I'm not a woman. But if I were a woman, I would be the best girl. Okay.
I identify as a woman just to win best girl tonight. But like, I love this cast, right? And the cast gets even better when they add Sakura Yamato Tome, Miwa's rival. And I just I love this cast. Even Kazuki, who like the first half, I'm like, she's all right. But like the ending, like during Miwa's like whole arc, Kazuki kind of stood out a little out of the sisters, because she was like, yeah, we gotta like support her and like all this stuff. So I just love how they all work better, right? And Nico is best girl, so you know, let's go. Although I still choose Goa as my waifu. But yes, see, like finally he has a right opinion, you know. I love Nico.
I'm gonna save this list so that we like, if we want to, we can, you know, like hit these topics again at the end, like at the breakdown at the end of every season. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff about this one. I will say though, to sort of like close out the night, I did binge all of Campfire Cooking in Another World. I got through all of that as of today, and I'm ready for season 2. And I gotta say, like, this is like genuinely a really good anime. Like, I liked it. I went into it expecting a sort of like 6 out of 10 throwaway thing. Okay, I'll watch it because it's dubbed and I'll do it the next season. I liked the whole thing. I like genuinely like it turned into like an 8 of 10 sort of series. Like Fell, and I forget what the main character's name is. Why do I forget what the main character's name is?
I haven't watched it, so I can't tell you. It is
Here we go. I can look at it here.
Muko Uto Tsuyushi.
Mukoda.
Mukoto Tsuyushi.
So Mukoda, like, I liked them. But really, Sui is the best. I mean, the 4 goddesses are funny. Like, they're an entertaining group of characters. Ninleal, Agni, Kisharle, and Rusalka.
Is Agni the fire god?
Yes.
Okay. Because Agni is a fire god, and I actually know that one.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, like, all of them, they were good, but like Sui is like just like absolutely like must protect kind of character. Like
Cool.
the first season of this anime, I think Sui would get a Monica Award.
A Monica Award. So maybe they'll be able to get a Monica Award in the second season. Now, before we end it, Crimson, because we still got like 30 minutes before we usually end, we're going to make fun of one of our viewers' critical-less reviews. Now, do you know whose review this is, Crimson?
Is it mine?
It is yours. Let's go.
I'm not a viewer. I'm a member of the fucking panel.
Yeah, that too. But you also watch my channel sometimes by making fun of me. Okay, so Rui Rocks by Crimson Law. 95, most excellent. So far, so good. Now let's see if Crimson, unlike some of our other viewers on here, actually has a good review and not like just random shit that they put. All right, ready? Let's go. All right, Rui Rocks is a gem of an anime. Pun very much intended. All right, 10 of 10 so far. That honestly didn't need to be as good as it was. However, someone at the studio bind really loved this project and went and full sent the high effort say that word?
Adaptation.
Thank you. I don't know why I can't say that word no matter how hard I try. The anime follows the story of Rui, I can't say her last name, a high school
Tanigawa. How do you know?
Tanigawa, because I can't speak Japanese, man. A high school girl who was obsessed with shiny objects leads her to taking a hike up the mountain in search of crystals. This is where she meets the war hammer wielding, thick thigh, big titty mentor figure for the series, Nagi Arata. Was all of that description necessary? Absolutely. S tier waifu right there. All right, another 10 out of 10 here. Nagi takes Rui for whatever reason and shows the girl up the mountain farther to a place where she can actually find rocks she's looking for. Jeremy Turner gifted 5 memberships. I will read who got memberships in just a second. 90% reaction. What? I don't get it. I'm confused. All right. Where she can actually find the rock she's looking for. And this is the beginning of both a good friendship and Rui's passion for the field. All right, we got to give Crimson a minus here. He started a sentence with "and." Okay.
And fucking fight me.
Yeah, so he loses a point. And you know what? If he ends a sentence in a preposition, which you're not supposed to do, I wouldn't know. So I won't deduct a point for that. The story is nothing to write home about. It's a group of girls who go out looking for rocks, discussing actual geology and mineralogy, and so on. But in terms of animation and character writing, it's phenomenal. In the spirit of my thirsting earlier, I have to say that all these characters are very well written. Nagi is a great mentor to her underclassmen as well as Rui. She's very patient, however, or she's very patient, knows how to motivate. I don't know why I thought however was right there. People to challenge themselves and can see what someone is capable of, even if they don't see it themselves. And another point deduction, all the otherwise uninteresting walking scenes are completely by Bind Animation's talent and great musical score. It is not an action series, and it focuses on somewhat educational topic, but it's nonetheless one of the best animes come out summer of 2025. All right, let's see who gets these five. Out of the five, it looks like only 4 people got one. So Canman got one, Jesus Dalvia got one, Doc the Butcher got one. Or no, only 3 people got one of the 5. So guys, if you click on the thing, you should be able to make it so you can accept gifts and you might get a gifted membership. So click on that and see if you can get a gifted membership because there's still 2 left. Larry the Dino got one and JJ Knight got one as well. Hey, Jeremy got one. All right, so let's see. Language, no graphic language at all. Political bias. It's an anime about hot girls finding rocks. There are some mild environment messages about keeping the place clean of trash, but that's as deep as it gets. Violence. 0 violence whatsoever. Family friendly, very. Aside from Bind's love of curvy women, there's really nothing in here you could call inappropriate outside of the final episode bath scene. But even that is pretty tame. Nudity and sexual content, a bit. There's a hot spring episode at the end of the series and some impressive jiggle fixes throughout, but it wouldn't be qualified as an ecchi anime. The aforementioned bath scene.
You got there, aforementioned.
Aforementioned bath scene is the only time I can remember where characters aren't wearing clothing. And even then, it's covered by a surplus of steam rising off the water. Entertainment value, a lot. It's like, if you like science topics, this is one does a good job of giving you the basics of mineralogy. It's humorous, has good characters, and also portrays work in scientific field pretty well. There you go. That is by Crimson Law, viewer and member of the panel. Crimson. All right. We could probably do one of those when little Chad gets back because we know he wants to put his thing there.
Yeah, here is one of the big things that we need to end the night with. So I have introduced Biggles to the glory that is the Time to Duel live action Yu-Gi-Oh fan film. So we need to set a goal to torture you. You need to encourage people to send in super chats. Like if by the end of the year or something, we hit a goal, or like if by the end of the year we get to so many subs or something, we'll do like a reaction or a live reaction or whatever to this shitty fan film.
Yeah. Oh, but I have to play this because we got a memberships.
I need to document the occasion.
Huh? No, you don't.
The one time he messes up. We're like, we need to document this. Yeah, we could set a goal. I mean, all the money that I get from YouTube, I've been putting away to try to go to MegaCon because everybody's like, you need to go to MegaCon. You need to go to MegaCon. And the con I always go to that I spend like $2,000 at is the week before MegaCon. Because MegaCon decided instead of the first week of February, let's be the second week of March. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You guys are killing me. So I'm like, I need to go get to MegaCon because everybody wants me to be there. I'm like, guys, I can't go. I can't spend $4,000 in 2 weeks. But if I can get somehow like $700, and like if I could get $700 right now, I'm at like 350 from YouTube. But if I could somehow get to $700, by like the end of the year, I might be able to go to MegaCon.
So basically, you need like $350 by the end of the year from YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you want to torture Biggles with the hilarious live action Yu-Gi-Oh movie, you have until the end of the year to make it happen.
Arceus, are you actually going to be at MegaCon in Florida, Orlando? Yeah, but those fuckers changed the date on me, and I was like, "Oh man, come on! There's no way I could spend $4,000 in a week. Like, I can't afford $4,000. You know what? I have all my credit cards paid off now, and one of them gives me discounts on the hotel rooms, and one of them gives me discounts on plane tickets. So maybe, I don't know what that means with the winky and the questioning face. I could probably be like, listen, Beardo, if you let me stay at your freaking house on the couch, I can go. But otherwise, I need like 500 for a room, 500 for my ticket, and then like 300 for the con, because I just won't go see people unless like oh dude, all the Kaiju number 8 people are coming in January. So like everybody but Oshna, unfortunately. So I've already met Reno, but I'm going to meet him again because Adam MacArthur's kind of fucking awesome. But like Mina and Kafka are going to be there, and I already met Shinomiya, but I don't know if she's going to be there. She might be. But like the voice actress for Shinomiya like read the entire manga, and we were at the same part, and then the con we went to didn't really have like a lot of people there. So I literally sat there for like 20 minutes just talking to her about what was going on in the manga. So I spent the whole time talking to her about the manga. All while I think it was like her girlfriend that was the person who takes her money, and she was like looking at me like I was a bad person. Oh shit! The platoon leader, Rin from the first division, is going to be there. The one with the green hair, black and green hair. So yeah, there's like 5 people from Kaiju. That's awesome.
Nice.
And then Justin Briner is going to be there, which he missed last year. And I was like, I literally bleached my hair for this cosplay, and you screwed me over, Justin, because he had to cancel last minute because he couldn't. He had a scheduling issue because he had to go record something. But yeah, I got nothing else. Crimson, you got anything else?
You know what? I'll save this for another time for when I really want to irritate Biggles. So we'll put that away. We'll let him go to bed 20 minutes early tonight.
Is it something Kaiju related? All right, I'll try to get there. I promise.
it was the trailer for that Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh, you want me to bring it up? All right, let's do this.
Arceus is going to cosplay as Rui. I can see that. All right, Crimson. Time to go. Yep, I was born ready, motherfucker.
Tell me if you can hear this fine.
I can barely hear it.
Do you want me to send you the link and then you can?
Yeah. Let's do it.
This happened the last time too. I don't know what it is about this. That is just like, I wonder if I can paste it here.
Oh, you might be able to. Yeah. Okay. Silver Fang. Okay.
This is some cringe shit, dude.
All right, tell me how loud this is for you guys.
Seems fine.
Okay, hold on. It's really loud for me, so I gotta lower it a little bit in my head. Wolf Production.
So what are you both doing?
They're playing Duel Monsters.
Duel Monsters?
In ancient Egypt, a powerful game was created. Now in the present, it will take over lives. From the director of Unexpected Race.
You will if you don't shut up. What the?
Before you leave, everyone join hands.
Comes to Anvil. For live action. It's not just a card game.
Well, I'm gonna kill you.
Only one thing to do.
That's supposed to be Kyber, by the way.
Oh, that guy's supposed to be Joey Miller. Let's try that. Available now. Dude, that's fucking ridiculous.
It is. I just their decision for what they did with Kaiba.
Man.
I found out about this shit through YouTube, and I have never stopped laughing about it. It is like I probably shouldn't be so harsh to like a fan film or whatever, but like it is like hilarious.
Maybe I don't want to watch that. That sounds like torture. I was so excited for it, and then I actually saw the trailer. I'm like, oh no.
Remember, people, $350 by the end of the year.
Man. All right. Well. Shit. Oh wait, hold on. No one go anywhere. No one go anywhere. I actually can do something. I think. It might. Maybe. We'll find out in a second. No. Probably next week. But as soon as the Digimon game drops, I'll probably be live on Thursday, playing like fucking crazy. So if you like Digimon and you like my retarded ass, then I'll see you as soon as that game drops, and I'm going to play as long as I can. So I think it's supposed to drop at like 9 o'clock at night. So I'm probably going to sleep most of Thursday because I took work off so I can fucking bitch the fuck out of this game. So I will fall asleep, wake up in time for when Steam says it's going to start, and then I will play it until I pass out. So if we do like a 12-hour stream, be there. And if I have to leave due to someone viewing my house, I will shut off the stream and restart it right when I get back. So I will see all of you soon. Crimson, thank you for taking over my channel. And
You're not getting it back. This is my channel now.
And having fun with everybody. And everybody, thanks for having fun with us. And we'll see you next time.
Y'all better tune in.
Maybe, and this week, I am not going to fucking skip the greatest outro of all time.
Like hell, we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me?